Hey, this is Tim from the iWIN team. Today's video is going to be a quick one just to how I kind of got started in investing myself. If you do like these type of videos, just click below, hit the like and subscribe button, and you'll get notifications. For me, I started back in actually 2005. What they call house hacking now, I didn't know what it was before. I was working at a corporate job about a year or so outside of university, and it was downtown Toronto area. And luckily enough and thankful enough, my parents actually helped me with the down payment of the condo building. It was a two-bedroom plus a den, and it was right at the Young and College area. It was near the old Maple Leaf Gardens. And at that time, again, they helped me with the down payment, but I was responsible for the mortgage payment, the property taxes, the condo fees, and all the monthly payments. So what I did was I lived in the master bedroom that had my own ensuite. There was another bedroom and then another bathroom as well, and then a den, which was a sunroom that had two sided French doors on it. We put privacy glass on the French doors, put some curtains in, and then rented out the bedroom and the sunroom, mainly to students. And I did that for about 5 years. The kitchen was shared and the living room was shared. So this was essentially me getting into real estate and learning a little bit of investing at the same time, dealing with the tenants. So it was a good experience learning how to do the house hacking portion of it. They definitely helped it pay down the monthly cost of it. And after about 5 years or so, I ended up offloading that property. In the middle of that, I got into more real estate investing, reading up, learning things, networking. And at the end of 2008, early 2009, right after this crash that happened, I jumped into my first single family home. And that was in Kitchener, actually. That was where I was born and raised, so I knew the area very well. So I jumped in, and the first one was purchasing it specifically for a rent to own, actually. It wasn't a straight rental, but a rent to own process because it was a little bit simpler. The numbers were a little bit better in terms of what I was looking to do. And what happened was, did the rent to own and jumped into that one. Following that, I actually purchased two other properties within a couple more months, another one in Kitchener and then one more in Cambridge. So that kind of started the whole journey in real estate investing. Uh, I won't go into too much detail about each property. I'll save that for another video later. The story is to just kind of jump into real estate investing. And one of the best ways is actually doing the house hacking if you're going to be living in it and then renting it out at the same time. Whether that be living on a main floor duplex and renting out the basement or vice versa, or even what I did is renting out the rooms separately to students or somebody else, depending on where your area is, where your location is. So just getting in, having somebody to help you out with the monthly mortgage payments, and that will get you along the real estate game. So I'm going to continue on about the topic of actually house hacking, especially for first-time investors and first-time buyers. So it will actually depend on mainly on budget. So what you can afford, what you can qualify for. So that will depend on how much down payment you have, as well as your income and any assets and liabilities the bank or the lender will actually look at. So if you can afford a bigger home, such as a duplex where you're living in the basement or upstairs and renting out the other portion, that's a great idea because you're owning land. You have a higher rate of appreciation than something like a condo typically. I got into the condo because it was a little bit closer to work and it was more of a budget issue with the down payment, again, as my parents had helped me out there as well. So, with that, if you're going into a condo, you're limited by the number of rooms. So if you're only getting a two-bedroom condo, you can only rent out the other bedroom. If you are going into a duplex, for example, or even a house like a townhouse with 4 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, you can rent out two or three of the other bedrooms itself. And that will help you generate a little bit of cash to help you pay for those monthly payments. And it'll also depend on the location you can get at. So the closer to the universities, there's a lot of students that like just to rent out the rooms. Usually very easy to work with from my experience. But if you go out to the cities that don't have as many of universities, you might get you might not be able to rent a single room out as quickly or to a preferred type of tenant that you want as well. So when you are house hacking, determine what your budget is, figure out what type of property would fit you, and again, this will be your start to your journey of real estate investing. You might not like the process during it, but it's a little bit of sacrifice now so you can continue to build up that equity, continue to save up and buy another type of property later on. And that property or that investment could be a different strategy as well. So house hacking is a great way to start into the investing game, and hopefully that helps you out a little bit. That's it for this video. If you do like it and like these ones, you can click the subscribe button below.
Thank you for watching. If you want to learn how to invest in real estate from scratch, my team teaches beginners how to use the #1 investment strategy that I personally use in a virtual free training class every month. Go to investortraining.ca/YouTube to register for our next class. The link's also in the description as well. I publish at least 2 to 3 videos a week here, so subscribe if you want to keep learning from seasoned investors like myself and my guests. And if you're just starting out, feel free to ask questions and comment below, and I do the best to answer each of those comments and questions myself. Again, if you're ready to learn the nitty-gritty about real estate investing from a professional investor, register for our next virtual class. That's at investortraining.ca/YouTube. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video.